live in this Twin Sports TV.
It's Twin Talk, and y'all know what time it is. It's time to get it in with the twins.
Yes.
It's just the Twin Talk. We want to see what y'all doing. We want to talk to y'all. Yeah. You guys talk to us. We want to get it in. So hit that like button, smash it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at TwinSportsTV and TwinSportsTV 2. It's our live stream channel, so we'll be doing a lot of live streams on our new YouTube channel.
So make sure you go there. Make sure you go there.
We appreciate y'all tuning in. We got all social media platforms going strong, and we're ready to get it in with y'all because we got a great topic today. We're going to continue our series. So what's that topic?
We're going to be talking about time management. What it takes. Hold on. Let me go ahead on and correct this for the... Hold on. Oh, no. I got it right. My bad. I got it right. Time management. What takes up a student athlete's time? So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So when we're talking about, we're going to be rolling our information from the NCAA Student Athletes Eligibility Center, the handbook, the guide to getting into these colleges. To getting those scholarships.
It's so important.
It is. And it doesn't matter whether you are a D1, D2, D3. There's information in that guide that every student needs to know. So when we get back, that's what we're going to talk about. So stay tuned.
Let's get it in. Let's get it in. Hey, get your game up. We back. It's Twin Sports TV. This is what we do. We get it in with all the athletes.
This is our Twin Talk where we come up with topics and situations and things. We just want to talk to you guys or just give you some information. And what we've been doing recently is a series on the NCAA Student Athlete Eligibility Handbook, the guide to getting into college on no matter what level, whether it's D1, D2, or D3. You got to get the information to know what you need to do to get in there, and then what is it going to be like once you get there. So that's what this topic today is about, time management. And how are you going to be organizing your time?
Because you coming from high school, now you're going into college, your parents are not there to help you manage your time. So this is very important for you to listen to this series so you can kind of plan ahead and know what to expect once you get there.
Don't be caught off guard. It's good to prepare and plan and know what to expect when you get there. So you can do your best and be your best, because that's what it's all about. That's what we're bringing these series to you, so you guys can get them in pieces, because it's a lot to digest.
It's a lot of information.
That guide is pretty thick.
So
we're going to give it to you in pieces, and this one's talking about time management. You can go back to our further YouTube post and you can see the other ones that we're doing on the different topics,
the eligibility, the scholarship, who gets it, how many, what's the difference in the D1, D2, D3,
good information.
A lot of good information. So definitely go back, hit the like button, smash. So if you go ahead and subscribe, you can get them all. Be right at your fingertips. We know you like that. So hey, we doing this for you, not for us, but for you. So you'll get the information firsthand. Let's go.
All right, so we're going to go take a minute here. We're going to go over to the NCAA Guidelines website right here.
We're going to share the screen. We're going to share the screen.
We are going to share the screen. So, hold on a second. Let me blow it up just a little bit more. We don't need all that extra stuff. There we go. So you guys can really see that information. That's what I'm talking about. So we're going to be starting here, up here at the top, and we're going to be doing time management. And we're going to start with Division I. And it says what Division I student athletes should expect. And this is what we're talking about. Time management is a key component of any college student success, but is especially important for students who play Division I sports, for from classes to competition and everything in between, the student athlete schedule stays busy year round. Mm-hmm. Know what awaits before you step foot on the field.
Exactly. And this is so important because for D1 student athletes, you know, they're given scholarships. So you need to know what's going on because they're going to have you in a certain pattern, a certain flow of what you got to do, how you have to do things, because that's a lot of money at stake that they're putting up, investing in you for your education, for you to play sports for them.
Exactly.
So this is very important.
So we're talking about what takes up a Division I student athlete's time. So we're going to be over here. No, we're going to be over here. Did you know these are considered countable athletically related activities? They call it the CARA. NCAA rules limit the time student athletes can spend on these activities each week.
Wow, that's important to know.
That is to know. Right, that is good information. Check with your campus athletics department for more information. So these are the categories that they're going to limit your time as far as competition. How much game time you're going to get. Practice, that's important. Strength and conditioning, you need to work that in your schedule, but it can't be a big part of your schedule. Supplemental workouts, that's true, and film review.
Yes,
all of these things you need to have in your schedule, but it can't consume where other things that needs to get done as far as college life falls by the wayside. Right.
So I think they're gonna break it down as to how much time is actually spent per week and stuff on these certain things.
Right. So time spent, hold on a second. I'm going to kind of shift us over to this side while I read.
The Baldwin Bulldogs versus the Midway Wildcats. You was 12. Hey, get your game up. We see you.
Hey.
Make sure you go to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to both channels, TwinSportsTV and TwinSportsTV 2. We live right now on TwinSportsTV 2. Make sure you go over there and subscribe.
Right. So here's a little pie chart that talks about time spent on activities per week. And you can see here, like, you got 85% of that time is on other things, like sleep, job, extracurricular activities, and that kind of thing. You got about 4.5% of your time socializing, relaxing. And that's important, too, because when you're dealing with athletics and academics, you need some time to dial it down and relax and socialize and just be you. You know, academics, about 35.5% on academics and 33% on your athletics.
So you got to look at that. The athletics and the academics is a big chunk of your time. So you have to spend a lot of time preparing for those two. You know what I'm saying? You get other time to spend doing other stuff, but those are the big chunk of your time. So you need to definitely prepare for those.
Right. So it says, did you know these activities do not count toward a team or student athletics accountability athletically related activities limit? So you need to know that so you can juggle your time as far as academic meetings, injury treatment prevention, sports psychologist sessions, nutrition, prospective student athletes, host duties, team fundraisers, media activities, community service, and compliance
media activities. That's right. Come talk to us. Twin TV media activities.
Yes, you got to budget that kind of stuff.
You got to get it in with us. That's why we've been preparing you guys since you were young. To grow up with us, so you can know how to talk in front of the camera when the journalists and broadcasters are asking you questions. What you say, so you won't be starstruck or you won't be caught off guard or nervous. So make sure you call us and get a one-on-one exclusive interview with Twin Sports TV. We got it going now. Lights, camera, action. We can hook it up for you. So hit us up.
We sure can. And over here it talks about 67% of Division I student athletes said they spend as much or more time on athletics during the off season as during their competitive season.
Exactly.
So looking at 9 hours versus 4 hours.
Exactly. So if you think you're going to do football and then off season you're just going to go on about your business, it don't work like that. Not for those athletes who's really trying to get it in and take their game to the next level.
Right.
You got to spend that same amount of time or more on the off season as you do in season.
Yeah, it says during a typical day of competition, Division I student athletes report spending anywhere from 9 hours on their spend anywhere from 4 to 9 hours on their sport. That's a lot. So you got to budget that in, and you got to make sure other important things don't fall by the wayside. So everything is time. But that's your Division I your student athlete. And we're gonna scroll on to Division II, when talking about time management, it says what Division II student athletes should expect. Time management is a key component of any college student's success, from classes to competition and everything in between. The student athlete schedule is busy. So not only are you busy in Division I, you're busy in Division II. Know what awaits when you step foot on campus. So important.
Division II. Some may get a scholarship here, some may not. But you might get a partial scholarship with D2 schools. So This is kind of how your time got to go.
Yep. So Division II student athletes' times. Did you know these are considered accountable athletically related activities? Okay, that's what I read in Division I. So you got the same thing going on. You got the competition, you got practice, you got strength and conditioning, you got supplemental workouts, and you got film work. So those are the things you got to get it in up under your athletic time.
No matter which one, Division I, Division II, you got to get this in.
Right. And looking over here, I think what varies between Division I and Division II is the amount of hours. You still have your 168 hours.
Right.
But it's the division of the hours.
Percentage of what you're working with is different.
It's different.
Like athletics is 31% versus with D1, I think it was 33%.
And academics is 37 here. It might have been
a little lower. So you're spending a little more academic-wise in Division II. And a little less athletic-wise. So that's kind of the difference. Because you may be on a kind of a different scholarship. Might be on a kind of an academic versus, athletic to kind of outweigh both of them.
Right, and it's 63% because it was 67% in Division I. So 63% of Division II student athletes say they spend as much or more time on athletics during the off season as during their competitive season. So you're spending 67%, which is a lot more time in a Division I on off season, than you are in a Division II. So you got to balance that when you're picking your schools, because you need to know whether you're going to be doing, you want to participate in other sports or other extracurricular activities.
Exactly.
So you know how you can slide that in, and you got to get your studying in. You always got to take care of
We got somebody on the screen. Let's pull them in.
All right, somebody on the screen.
I guess in the chat.
Right. Now let's get us out the way so we can see them in the chat. Let's see. Craig says, who pays? Oh, let me pop that back up there again. Craig says, who pays for the athletes' food if they're spending so much time there? That's a good question.
Especially with football or I guess a lot of athletes, they eat a lot.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? That's a good question, but you might can go back to some of our prior videos where they say if you get an athletic scholarship, what is included in that? And sometimes there's like meal plans and stuff that's definitely included. So depending on what your scholarship, what's offered in it, and what school you're at, that kind of thing. But yeah, you spend a lot of time, so you definitely better have a big budget for the food if you're eating a lot.
That's right.
Good question.
And it says right here above us, 1 in every 8.5 Division II student athletes will participate in an NCAA championship during their college experience. Now, that's really important and interesting fact right there. 1 in every 8.5 Division II students.
That's great.
That's a good chance. So a lot of you that are striving to go Division I, you might want to reconsider maybe Division II if winning championships is more what you like to do, or at least
your name on the radar and on the list.
Yeah, that your college experience was solidified. 1/3. Let's see. Let me scroll up a little bit more.
Let's see what else we got going on.
Yeah, we're going to Division III. I think we went to, give me 1 second.
1 second to get back in. So make sure you definitely look at how time is. That's why it's important now for high school students to manage your time with your extracurricular activities, things that you do at home, things you do with your family. All of that stuff is so important. So by the time you do get to college, you can know how to manage it. You can know how to adjust. You can know how to fix stuff, whether you're spending too much time here, you know, you're not spending enough time studying, all that kind of stuff is so important. It's called time management for you young people. Time management is so important. And not only just in sports, in life in general. So if you're not even into sports, time management is so important, especially when you have a lot of things going on, so you can make sure you accomplish everything. One good thing is write stuff down if you can't remember what you're supposed to be doing. It's important. You know, write it down, check off the boxes, check off the list, and that way you know what you have to be doing, and the time is spent well instead of messing around, redoing stuff, fixing up stuff, and that kind of thing. So time management is so important. So from D1 to D2, it's a lot. It's a lot with academics and athletics. So you definitely have to adjust yourself, manage that. So we're going to take a look at what D3 schools offer, because it might be a little less. It might be, you know, still around the same thing, but the focus may be a little different. You know what I'm saying? Especially since D2 schools are more, they get a little more with the athletics, you know, I mean academics in the D2 schools. But I know D1 schools, they pounding out with athletics. I'm just going to let you know. That's what it is. Unless you're going to an Ivy League school or something like that. But they want the athletics because those scholarships is a lot of money, it's worth a lot, and they want to make sure they get everything out of you as an athlete. So you have to make sure you get everything out of them as a student, as far as academic wise.
Right. So let's go.
Because not everybody is going to go pro. So we did that segment, you know, a few videos back. So go take a look at that, of what the percentage of the kids that go pro. So you want to take advantage of the situation of what you have in front of you and make the best of it. Just in case if you don't. But we wishing you so well. We want you to go.
Okay, so this is Division 3, and pretty much it's going to say the same thing as far as time management, about the key component of any college student success, you know, from class to competition, anything in between, and that kind of thing. So we're just going to kind of scroll up for the Division 3 athlete. And you can see over here, Division 3 student athletes, the time each week.
Yep.
My screen kind of flipping on its own. I'm trying to get it to park itself. Right there.
So there we go.
So there we go. You can see out of the 168 hours that they allot, you're at 84.5 for other extracurricular activities. You're at 40% for your academics, 28% for athletics, and 15% for socializing. So your numbers get, it looks like the focus on athletics is shrinking.
Right.
As the divisions go down from 1 to 3. And
so here you I think what it is, especially with D3 schools, because a lot of them probably don't offer scholarships, so it's more so the academic part of the institution, and you just want to play sports along with it. So that's kind of basically D3.
Right.
Most of you're going to focus mainly on your academics to get you to the next level where you want to go. If you're trying to go to grad school or you're trying to do something else.
Right.
You know, the athletic is to come along to help you. And then there's some people who do take their game to the next level at D3. But I guess from the institution standpoint inside,
they're focused on
academics.
Exactly.
So your classrooms is 40%. First. You got to get it in. They do want you to do other things like possibly sleep, but really they want you to get the academics in.
Right, and the extracurricular activity. They're looking at the overall student, allow them to get other things in along with their academics.
But I tell you something, a lot of people say athletes, regardless whether you go to the pro from college or not, as far as getting a job, a lot of employers like to employ athletes because athletes are disciplined. They know how to multitask. They know how to organize. They know time management. So a lot of these big corporations hire athletes.
They do.
You know, after school or after they even retire because they know they can be kind of reliable. You know, you're used to all that stuff, doing a lot of
being
things.
on a time schedule, like what we're talking about, time management.
Exactly.
And you're used to doing that from an early age.
Exactly.
You know, a lot of college athletes, you know, they didn't just decide to be athletes then. They've been athletes pretty much their whole life or a big chunk of their younger life. So they're used to that discipline of structure and time. I got to go to practice. I got to do this at this time, and I got to study.
And that's just so amazing too. You know, when you think back with athletes, young athletes, like peewee age and stuff like that, that ones that can really handle their schoolwork and still play a sport. You think of the time that it takes for young people to go to school. They come home, they got to finish their homework, They got to go to practice, and practice could be 2 to 3 hours, and then they come home. They either finish their homework then, or they gotta eat, and then they sleep. And then they do that sometimes like 3 or 4 days a week, and then they go play a game or play their athletics on Saturday or Sunday. That's a lot for a young athlete. For you to do it for years and years, that's a lot of discipline. I think that's what a lot of employers look at when you come out of college. If you don't, get into the pros or whatever, when you're looking at at a good job, they're gonna look at that and say, man, this kid has been doing it. Time management, structure, they know about it. Teamwork, discipline, respect, all that should go into youth sports. That's why we love it.
We do.
We love these athletes.
We do.
On and off the field.
Each and every one of them.
And then we love their siblings too. We love them all.
We do.
Because they all just cute as a little button.
They are. And we love the parents because you guys are really supporting your student athletes on and off the field. And we love that.
Exactly. Because it takes a team of us. It takes a lot of people. Like if you look at one of our other videos, we talk about surrounding yourself with good people. It takes a team. Sometimes there's a lot of single parents out there. So they need coaches. They need principals, counselors, neighbors, TwinSportsTV to sit here to give them the information to take their kids' game to the next level. And we're just honored to even be able to offer that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate you guys for tuning in and turning up with us. Right. Because this is what we do.
Because like on our title says, follow us on our journey into youth sports. And we appreciate it. This has been a journey. It's been a great journey. And we appreciate the time and effort people have coming out to their events, have us highlighting their athlete. And it's just a wonderful and amazing experience.
Right. So we definitely do not take that for granted.
We don't.
We appreciate everybody.
We do.
Even at any game, whether you win or lose, TwinSportsTV, we love you. Even interview you, just come up to us, let us know.
Just say, hey, I need to get my interview. Even though the game didn't go my way, I learned something from that. And I'm willing to pick myself back up and get back into the fight.
And that's what we love.
We do.
So definitely, win or lose. That's why we always say that after every TV show that we do.
We do.
Win or lose, you watch it TwinSportsTV. So get it in with us. Come up to us, let us know.
Because don't tell me whether those kids win or lose. They still like to see themselves on TV.
Exactly.
They still like to see
the coaches. Y'all might be mad.
Right.
Y'all can go on and figure out what happened with the game. But let us get to the kids.
We love those kids.
Let us get
they want to still see themselves, what they did right and what they did wrong. Exactly. And it's okay. Because they're learning.
Exactly.
And that's what we are. We're a tool for them to learn.
And once you see yourself over and over again, you can learn. That's like what we do. We be messing up here too. We ain't perfect. I mean, we mess up all the time. But we learn it. The more and more we do it, the better and better we get.
Right.
Hey, and that's what it is. That's in life. That's in general.
Yep.
So, man, don't be too hard on these athletes. They've done a lot.
Support them, love them, appreciate them, and
just make sure we teaching them and nurturing them.
Right.
Into the
and make sure they're well-rounded. Exactly. That it's not just sports focused all the time. We need well-rounded people in life, because after football they got to go out into society and be a part of everybody else, and they need to be contributors to society.
That's right. That's why we don't just do youth sports. We wrote 2 books.
Right.
Love that.
We do. We got programs in the schools.
We go into the schools. We talk to the kids, and not just athletes, but all of the kids.
We turn up with the kids.
We be getting it in. They be like, yo, really? Yo, twins in the building. Right. They love it. So we go in there, we talk to them, we get it in with them, and we tell them the truth, the facts, and what it's all about, what life is.
Yep.
No matter whether you're an athlete or not, we want you to enjoy life.
We want you to be successful and enjoy life and contribute to society in a positive way.
Exactly. So that's what it is. So time management is so important, whether you're young or you're old, whether you're playing sports or you're not. Time management. So between D1, D2, and D3, get it in and see what it's all about. So once you get that scholarship, you'll know how to adjust yourself in life. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what? Be your best self, because the best is yet to come. Woo! Get your game up. Love you.